Yeah, there they go. That's the owners of 55 Ashley Drive in Kelmscott. We're back in Clifton Hills, folks, and they are walking down the street. I guess it's almost a metaphor. They're moving on. They're moving on after 47 years of living in this home. It is a very special opportunity. We are in Clifton Hills, and this is 55 Ashley Drive in Kelmscott. Here we go. Let's go and see everything that's happening with this one. What a location it is, too. If you haven't already checked out Clifton Hills before, then my goodness, you really are missing out. Check out the location, but before we do this, well, let's go and have a look at the house. Firstly, it's a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. It's in really good condition. It's been owner-occupied for years, and all that's about to change. As a new owner comes in and occupies it, that may well be you once you've seen everything that's on offer with this one. At the front, you can see there's a limestone retaining wall. The house is on the low side of the road, so that's all beautifully retained. There's some beautiful terracing through the garden. Some of it is hard to see as the garden's become very well established out the front. But that's what's going on there. Let's have a look at the home and see what is happening in here. Firstly, it says welcome, and I genuinely think it means it. It's a very lovely, welcoming home. And firstly, you have the wrought iron gate across the front, and then we come through and see everything that's going on with this. So quick crash course, we're in the entrance now. There is the sunken lounge. We go straight ahead, there's the meals area, there's the kitchen, the enclosed patio section at the back, and down this way we have bedroom number 2, bedroom number 1, bedroom number 3, and the passage where we have some storage. We also have some more storage, and we have the bathroom, right? This is the crash course. We'll get the detail as we go, don't worry about that. If you're going, man, I can't make a decision based on that, what are you doing? That's way too fast. You might also be saying this is way too slow. I don't know your preference. You've got control of the little button and slider along the bottom of the screen there. You can control how quickly we take the tour. This is what's going on out the back, and we've got all of this space in the backyard. Loads of room to work with. We've also got a floor plan available at markgrogan.com.au, so you can see all of the detail of what goes where, how big things are, and how many things there are, and what sizes they are. I mean, it's all there, a whole bunch of detail for you, but nothing beats coming and seeing it in person. So if you're seeing this place and going, yeah, I'm pretty keen, well, let's set up a time to show you through. If you go, yeah, but there's no home open time on the internet, well, hit the email agent button and we'll set up a time so you can come through and inspect it for yourself. But this may well show you everything you need to see, because we're going to get into the detail so you see what is on offer here at 55 Ashley Drive in Kelmscott. This is the front lounge room. Very nicely decorated. It's all been freshly painted. Pretty much everything has been freshly painted in this house. Not every single room. You'll work out which ones haven't when we go. But the vast majority of it has been repainted. So this is the old heater behind here. So you can get rid of that if you want to. They just put the TV in front of it. You'd barely see that it's there. That was possibly many years ago an open fireplace. Then it became that, which was also quite dated. And we have that, which is now a reverse cycle split system air conditioner. So this room, a good size, plenty of room to work with there. You can furnish this a whole bunch of different ways. Then we have the kitchen, which has been renovated. We've got lots of workspace in here. We've got the soft close drawers as well. I'll give that a test. Here we go. Whew, catches it just before it shuts. Nicely done. And the glass splashback, dishwasher, plenty of overhead storage, more overhead storage, the drawers, the cupboards, the cupboards, the drawers. It all works very nicely. We've got a gas cooktop and we've got the electric oven down there. Another thing that tells you, I mentioned before that these folks have lived here for 47 years, which generally implies they're not a particularly young couple. This is always a telling sign. The Golden Wattle Cookery Book, that is a classic right there. Published in Western Australia. I don't think they're anywhere else in the world unless somebody's moved from Western Australia and taken the Golden Wattle Cookery Book with them. But, you know, even though it's a 70s house, you've got a super modern kitchen, so you don't have to cook. Let's have a look what we've got. Boiled icing. Yeah, mock cream. Let's get back to the sauces. We've got the, okay, got coconut cake, Canberra cake, feather cake, Jewish cake, Madeira cake. What's the Jewish cake got in it? Nothing that's particularly, like I thought maybe like a Jerusalem artichoke or something like that. None of that. I don't know. But if you are looking to make this kind of, London buns, sunbeams. Oh, there's so much going on in that book. That's an beetroot pickling vinegar. I tell you what, we can talk more about that when you come and see it in person, because if there's one thing I like, it's Grandma's cooking, and I reckon that she got all those recipes that I thought she'd made up from the Golden Wattle Cookery Book. We can talk about that when you're here. We don't need to do that now. Is there a channel on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook that tells us more about the Golden Wattle Cookbook? Golden Wattle Cookery Book. That's something to investigate another time. Anyway, I've distracted us. We've got all of this to see. We've got this beautiful area at the back of the house where there is a bar. It is an enclosed patio, so in theory, this is like indoor-outdoor kind of vibe. Oh, again, some more 70s stuff. Love that. Love that. That's cool. And the space we've got through here obviously opens out to the backyard, but we'll go and check that out in a bit more detail in a second. A good sized meals area. Have another look at everything from back on this direction. Kind of giving you the home open experience here, although you probably wouldn't have read their cookbooks at a home open. You know, you're getting a bit of a feel from it from every angle, which I think you need to do. Not necessarily that you need to realize that it's a good size. There is a light in the passage. I'd missed that one before. Apologies for that. Nice bright passage going down here. Start with this room. We have bedroom number 2. A good sized room. It was the 70s, so you don't have built-in robes in all of the bedrooms in the 70s, because I guess it was a lot more, you know, well, from what I've seen of it, I was born in the 80s, so my recollection of 70s is really just from photos. And there were a lot of short shorts and tight t-shirts. That's what I've seen in the photos. And I guess you kept the weight off with your short shorts and your tight t-shirts by eating the delights served up in the cookery book that we were just reading before. Mind you, with a slice of London cake or some sunbeams or whatever else was on that page, you never know. You'd probably gain it pretty quick. I guess they lived a more active lifestyle. Perhaps that was what it was. The built-in robes in this room, we also have them in this room, but we'll see that room in a moment. For now, we've got this one. This is the main bedroom. That's a queen size bed that's there right now. Comfortably fitting the queen size bed. You could potentially change the configuration of the room a little bit and have a king size. For sure, you'd have the space if you didn't have the bedside tables going that way. And then my staging consultant, who does the staging in a lot of the properties that we sell, yes, we do the staging. Slight, you know, insight into how these properties look so lovely. It's really just giving you a snippet, an idea, a picture as to what you could do. They will often put a bed in front of a window. It's not a not done thing. So you would have plenty of room going that way across the room if you wanted to do that. And still loads of room to work with around here. As you can see, lots and lots of space in this one. How big? Well, check out the dimensions on the floor plan at markgrogan.com.au. Bedroom number 3. This one has the built-in wardrobes. This one was not repainted. So I told you one wasn't. This is it. And it's still got the blue walls, but they are also like a texture coat finish on there as well. That's what's happening in this room. You can easily change that if you want to. It's not bad at all, folks. It's not bad at all. The ceiling wants repainting as well, but hey, we've got to leave something for you to do. The housewarming party can be a busy bee, I guess, if you need it to be, and get everyone all hands on deck. serve them up a slice of Madeira cake at the end. The main bathroom is the bathroom, and we have the vanity, probably replaced at some stage in the last 15 or so years. Bathroom probably is at that point in its life where it wants modernisation, but it doesn't desperately need it. It's perfectly serviceable the way it is, but you could certainly make it look a whole lot prettier if you wanted to. It's a good sized space. The dimensions, again, should be on that floor plan at markgrogan.com.au. We have the linen cupboard there, plenty of storage down the passage, and the laundry. Again, with the blue, but it's the his and hers, with the blue meeting the pink. So, and I don't think it quite captures the pink of that pink on the iPhone, but you'll enjoy that when you come and see it for yourself. But again, it's like paint. That's the easiest thing in the world to sort out. You will have no dramas with that, let me tell you. And the trough, all there, serviceable, fine. Plenty of room for the washer and the dryer. We also have the toilet. Because after a slice of Madeira... No, I don't know anything about whether or not that impacts your routine there. Okay, we have the patio. Indoor, outdoor, 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 and this is a really good space. Nicely elevated, looking over the backyard. Now, the backyard is quite, I would say, it's well established. It's not really overgrown. Let's go and have a look at it. We'll take a bit of a tour around the garden paths that have been carved out over the years, and you can see what's been done. It's a shady, lovely backyard. First time I ever came up in here, up to this property, was in summer, and I reckon it was probably about 10 degrees cooler in this backyard than it was out the front where I'd parked my car, because you're covered beautifully with all of these shady trees, and it really did drop that temperature down significantly. So I think whatever you do out here, you might make changes to it. You might want to enhance your view, as you can possibly see from here, and I'll try and give you a bit more of an idea by doing this. That is the sort of outlook that's available, but then tree. So you could make some changes to what's here and capitalize on that view a little bit more. Ashley Drive in Clifton Hills. I mean, Clifton Hills has some of the best views going anywhere. And obviously you can work with those a little more. You might even be able to score yourself some city views, depending, I'm not promising, but depending on what you do with this yard. There are city views certainly along this street. I don't know if you'll get them from this property, but hey, that's something for you to discover as you get outside with the chainsaw and the pruners and go, oh yeah, we got them. Or Mark Grogan told us we'd have city views. I didn't tell you you'd have city views. I said you might have city views, okay? So don't pin that on me. Jacaranda tree out here, that's beautiful. It's like a cubby house backyard, actually. There's a lot of cubby house kind of things that could go on down here. There's the chook pen down the back. No chook right now, but the lemon tree is very healthy, and that has been fed by being in the chook pen. So lots of that good chook manure building up over the years, just good fertile soil. Citrus grows well up here. Are you still with us? I don't know whether or not you've hung around for probably a slightly awkward Burke's backyard, because it's just Burke on his own, walking around somebody else's garden, talking to himself about the garden rather than like an interview. Probably could have picked a more current reference than Burke's backyard, but I guess after reading the Golden Wattle cookery book, maybe just that's where my mind has taken me, back to that era. So this is what's happening out here. It's a fun backyard. I guess we've established that in this established backyard. Some lovely trees providing lovely shade. They have Christmas out here, actually. Over the years, they have had the tables set up out here under the shade, and everyone's kind of hanging around down here in the shade. Beautiful way to do that. All right, so let's go back this way because I didn't point out something that was important. I didn't point out this. 2 sheds. We have a garden shed over here, and we have more of a workshop kind of shed right here. So that is locked currently, and full of bits and pieces of storage, but a handy thing to have in your backyard, folks. There's no drive-through access as it stands. However, depending on your thing and what you want to try and create, you could do it because you've got big wide access through your carport here that would come straight down here. You could change the lay of the land, change the driveway a little bit, clear out some stuff, not too much I hope, and get something down the back in terms of a vehicle, accessing a shed, doing whatever you need to do that way. One other thing to point out in that whole process is that the house is really well positioned on the block to be able to make that happen because this carport is not under the main roof. So if you really did want to, I guess, revisit what you can do with your block, am I suggesting subdivision? No, I'm not. Is it a possibility? Well, you'd need to speak to the folks at the City of Armidale. I'm not saying anything about that, but I would definitely have a chat to them if it was me. You could take this carport off, being that it's a steel structure, and either change the pitch of it to get better access to the back, do what you want to do, essentially, on that front, or leave it like it is. Because what it is really good. I got to say, this is a classic Clifton Hills home. It's in pretty good condition right throughout, and there's a lot to like about it. This is the old Kero heater oil storage. That's what's going on there. That could be removed. That's the inverter for your solar panels. Don't remove that, unless you're an electrician, obviously. But yes, that is still operational, and we have solar panels on the roof. I think that's shown you everything 17 minutes in. I don't think there's anything we've missed. Oh, there's a little new section of guttering there. That was giving them a little bit of grief, so that's been replaced. It's in good order. We have a structural report for the property, and you can check that out if you haven't already. Send us an email at markgrogan.com.au or hit the inquiry button, depending on where you're watching this video, hit the inquiry button via email there, and we'll automatically send you that information. The seller is happy for us to share that. We've had a termite inspection. It's clear. And all in all, there's a lot to love about being at 55 Ashley Drive in Kelmscott. Hopefully that shows you everything you need to see of this fantastic property. Maybe we finish the video on that right there. Oh, we should probably maybe set I think we'll set the end on the Golden Wattle cookery book. There we go. That makes a lovely picture. I've seen the staging companies do this. We've got, it keeps opening to Canberra cake, feather cake, gosh, ginger sponge, pavlova, meringues, early sandwich. Golden Wattle sandwich. Maybe we could do that for the catering at the home open. Who knows? If you come and see us at the home open, see if we're tucking into some Golden Wattle sandwiches. It's a very attractive home. I think you're going to like what you see when you get here, and you're going to love the location. Clifton Hills, it's the best. I look forward to seeing you here in person. Thanks so much for watching.